Y'all, I don't know why this is crooked. I think the apartment's like on a slant. I don't fucking know. Let's get into the reading. This is for Scorpio. Hey, how y'all doing, Scorpios? Y'all season is almost upon us. But, you know, first as Libras, we gotta get things moving and shaking to end the last 3 months of the year. All right, so we're going to get right into this for you Scorpio placements. This is good for your sun, moon, or rising, or the house that you have Scorpio in your chart. So we're going to get right into this, see what is going on for you all, and hopefully this resonates for you as well. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and let's get right into it. And I'm also going to clarify a few cards, whichever cards call to be clarified for. And I'm also going to pull some oracle cards from 2 different decks. Oh, okay, y'all. Already. Okay, you guys have the Knight of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, both upright. Hey, it's dark outside already. The 3 of Swords upright. You guys have the Star, the Tower in the reverse. You guys have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. What is going on? The 9 of Wands upright. And you have the Empress at the end. So it ends good. It ends good. What I'm picking up for you all is that there's something that is currently in your life that either you're giving to it or it's trying to pour back into you. With this Knight of Cups that's here. Because at the bottom of the deck, we have the the Knave of Cups, chalices, the Page of Cups in the reverse. But I get this energy that you're just over it. You're done. You're waiting for the next thing to come in. You're seeing things from a different perspective. You're gaining a higher consciousness of things, and you're not willing to accept anything that anymore because there's something that has been in your life that was okay. My neighbor is walking around with his gorilla feet right now, like oogly moogly. That thing is heavy, but I guess he heard me because he stopped. But there's something that's in your life that it's like you've had the long, you've done the long waiting game for, and either it's not coming the way you want, whatever this higher level of commitment is, because I'm getting like there's like some type of commitment, something that you want to have concrete, something that you want to have some type of security with. This could even be work, but it's like you've been waiting for your chance, your opportunity for something to be presented to you, but it's at the point where you're just like, is it better for me just to walk away? I don't feel like I'm growing in the space that I'm in. I do feel like some of you could have like a last ditch effort to try and make something work, but it may not necessarily go the way that you want, or it's not going to be the answer that you want. This could be your energy right here that's giving in, and this is the first card that came out, and it's facing nothing. So it's almost like you're pouring into something or you're trying to get something to go your way, but it's not going to come in the way that you want. This Tower card in the reverse underneath the print. What the hell is this? The Knight of Cups. I'm thinking about how it's worded on the card, but with this Knight of Cups and this Tower card in the reverse, it's almost like you're trying to control some type of factor and trying to make something work on an emotional front that you know it's not really there anymore. You know deep down this isn't something that you see growing anymore. This could be something that you feel has run its course. And I get like this energy of like pretend feelings. Oh, I'm gonna pretend. I'm just gonna pretend. Maybe it's gonna make me go back into liking whatever this is again. Um, I do see that there is a lot of pride with trying to make this work, trying to move forward, trying to overcome the obstacles. But there's a lot more obstacles than you're willing to see, and you're letting your pride probably get in the way. They're saying whatever this is just not working. This could be a lot. This could be work for you all. Relationships, work, however this is going to resonate for you. I don't know. I'm not a Scorpio. I'm not going through it. Well, and where I have Scorpio in my chart, I might be. So I don't have to come back and listen to it for my 11th house. But it's almost just like I keep trying, I keep trying, I keep trying. It's not going the way I wanted to. Not necessarily the way I wanted to, but it's not giving me that emotional fulfillment. I feel like I'm pouring into something that's not going to give back to me what it is that I want. So now you're trying to figure out what it is that is going to work for you all. But I don't necessarily see you all, and this has been a reoccurring theme for you because you are fixed energy and you don't really, even though you are malleable because you are water, you don't like that change. You still have that animalistic side to you because you are a Scorpion. And you would rather deal with things that are harder than just letting those things go. Because I do feel like there is this sense of loss, this feeling of hurt. There could even have been conversations that many of you had where you felt like you were disclosing to those around you. What the hell was that? Where you felt like there have been issues that you cannot resolve, where you feel like you've been abandoned, where you felt like there's like this burden of hurt that's surrounding you all, and you're just like, why can't I get out of this? There is light at the end of the tunnel though, but that's going to come once you realize what your worth is with this Empress card and the Star card. This is Libra, Taurus, and Aquarian energy. I do feel like this happens closer around next year, maybe. There is a wish fulfillment that you are going to be getting. But it's going to come once you realize what your true worth is. Once you realize, I want to accept something new for myself. I have this new strong-willed power that I can bring light to other people. I can bring hope to other people. Some of you are going to turn this pain that you've been feeling into something where it reaches the masses, where you're going to be able to speak about what your experience was in some aspect of your life that's going to resonate with other people. Some of you, I'm getting like, I don't know why public speaking just popped in my mind, or you're going to be telling people your story about something and how something didn't go the way that you wanted to, that you were pouring your heart and your energy and your soul and your life into, but you just weren't seeing the results that you wanted out of this. But you were too stubborn to let it go. I feel like many of you are trying to force something to work that's not going to work in your favor. But once you realize what your true worth is, then things are going to start making sense, and you're going to get that wish fulfillment that you've been wanting with that Aquarius card, the Star card, where you're going to start saying, I am worthy of certain things. And the way I actually did this spread, I don't know why I did that shuffle first, because I was going to use this deck to clarify things, but I guess I'll use the other one. So let's start clarifying. I'm going to clarify the Knight of Cups. I'm going to clarify the Three of Swords, the Star card, the Tower, and the Empress. So why is Scorpio trying to make things work that aren't working? Why are you pouring more into something than what somebody else is to you? Or why does somebody else feel that they're pouring more into you than what you are into them? Remember, this is going to resonate differently for everybody. If it doesn't resonate, then that means that this message just wasn't for you. Even though I feel like I keep giving you all the same message over and over again because you guys are just being so stubborn and not moving forward with your lives like you need to in whatever area of your life that this is happening. It's just easier to relate this and say like a person or a relationship or something, because that's everything in life is a relationship. Everything is an exchange. Me breathing this air is an exchange right now. Let's see. Why is this Knight of Cups here for Scorpio? They're saying what you're giving to others and what you're giving to somebody else, you need to pour that into yourself to see what your worth is going to be. Or not what it's going to be, what it is. All right, you guys have the Emperor that's here in the reverse. There it is, the Knight of Cups again. There's somebody here that has more control than what they really should have. Or it could just be that you've let somebody believe that they have a lot of control. And so therefore you're still trying to give to them what they're not giving back to you. There's a huge power struggle dynamic that is here, and it's not working, and there you are right here trying to keep something because you're trying to have all the control over this, even though you're not necessarily happy in whatever this partnership is, because this is a partnership. It's not even, it's not really controlled. I do feel like there could be angry outbursts either from you or the other entity that you're dealing with, or there's like this feeling of disdain, like, I'm not happy, but I'm going to try and make this work. But I know I'm still not going to be happy. I just feel like it's a lot of BS that you guys are dealing with, or somebody's putting up with you. But it's almost like this feeling of, I would rather deal with this than be alone. I would rather put up with somebody else's BS that I know I'm worthy of something better than be alone. Than have this empty void. That's what I'm picking up from you all. There's this coming around where things get better. There's a power struggle. There's a giving in. Things get better. There could even be a pleading. Things get better. Things on the home front seem to come back to life. Everything's good. But there's still this feeling of loss that I get from you all. Okay, it was a little oopsies, but we're fine. But that oopsies turns into something that leads to another tip somewhere down the road. And then you're not fine. And then you're thinking of this, but you're not speaking up about it. Or either you are speaking up about it, and then it's just like, okay, we're going to make this work. But I don't like that you did this. And so instead of it being a cohesive, collaborative, okay, well, you need to change this about you and I'll change this about me. It's coming where it's more one-sided is what I'm picking up. What's the 3 of Wands, please? There's the hurt feelings, but you're not dealing with it. Whatever this is, this feeling of loss, this feeling of struggle, this feeling of pain, you're not dealing with it. Instead, you're just moving forward. You're just like, okay, I'll figure out those feelings later on, because you're just like, if I move forward, we get back to this happy place that I'm in. Things seem to be going good, but it's in the limbo because it's coming out in the sideways position. So it's like, it may move forward, but it's always going to come back around, like I just said. Things are spoken. Things seem to come to an agreement. Everything's good. Everything's good. But then there's still that Ace of Pentacles there where you know something is not good enough for it to grow, even though it's good right now. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Oh, I love everything about this person, or I love everything about this job. The job does something. They throw a pizza party. Everything's good. But is it really? Is it just a Band-Aid? Because it is. I do see eventually you all are going to be moving forward and moving on and moving up in life, but it's going to come with you having to let things go that are no longer working out for you. That's what this Libra in the South Node is for. So you guys really have until like January, mid-January maybe, when the nodes shift. And that's when you're going to see a huge shakeup when the nodes shift from Libra, South Node in Libra, to the South Node in Virgo, where you really start taking inventory of things that really have to be let go. Because with the South Node being in Libra right now, it's about what's working best for you in your relationships and what can you do without in your relationships. And that goes with people as well. What's the Star card? I feel like before you feel this sense of hope and enlightenment, because you guys have with the Star card, the 8 of Wands in the reverse and the Temperance in the reverse, I do feel like there's going to be a situation that happens where something gets blocked and it's going to throw a whole lot of things off. Or either there's going to be some type of break in communication where there is no communication and it's going to completely throw things off. Or there's something that happens where it's very unexpected. You don't see whatever this is that's coming in. And it's going to cause some type of disruption in your life and disappointment before you're going to be like, okay, I have to be done with this. I'm done. Let's part ways from this. I'm not going to do this anymore. Because for some of you, I just feel like there's just a cutoff. that's going to just happen around you all. It's just something just gets cut out. You're going to be disappointed, but then you get something back. And I feel like the word dignity is popping in my head. Like you get your dignity back, and then that's where you're going to be able to relate more to other people and be able to capture a feeling that you've had that other people are probably struggling with. Why is the Tower card here in the reverse? Why is Scorpio trying to control everything? There's something here. There's that control aspect. The Justice card is in the reverse. You know things aren't going the way that you want. You know things are not in a space where it's an equal give and take, which is Justice, Libra. But you're trying to control too much of it because, like I said, you would rather be miserable in something than be miserable alone. But are you really miserable if you're alone and you're really enjoying life? Yeah, you might miss the thing that you had before, but there's something better that's always out there. Then you have the Queen of Wands upright. I do feel like eventually you're going to get out of your own way. Some of you could be a Sagittarius cusp with that Scorpio energy. I do feel like I've told you all this before. Or maybe that was another sign, like in another message like a month ago. Because you guys have the Sun card that's going to be here. There's going to be light that's going to be cast on something where you're going to be like, okay, I'm ready for this new beginning. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready for something new. There's newness that's coming in, and you're going to be walking away from what's no longer serving you, where you felt stuck, where you felt like things weren't growing, and you're making a conscious decision to let something go. You're deadening something. There is a truth that's going to be coming out. You're going to be seeing things clearly, and you're going to be able to speak up for yourself eventually. For some of you, this is just you're just having to gain that confidence that you need in order to speak up about the injustice that you've been feeling. But I feel like it's just so self-contained right now because you're trying to maintain some type of control. And when this happens, this could be something that is unplanned, and you're just like, that's done. Or either it could be something that's unplanned that you don't expect or see coming. That's going to get you to see the truth of a matter, the truth of a situation, and then be able to move on from that. And that's when you're going to be able to grow. There are going to be times along the way where you're just like, I don't know if I can do that. But do not give in to it, is what they're saying. What's the Empress card here, please, for Scorpios? You're going to start loving yourself. With this Empress card, you're going to start loving yourself. And that's the other thing with the South Node in Libra that's about to come to an end at the beginning of 2025. It's about loving yourself instead of loving others more than you. Ooh, I might name that this. Because you're going to end up seeing what your true value is, what your worth is, what you have put into other people, but you haven't gotten back to yourself. And you're going to be letting that go. It's not going to be so much this people-pleasing energy. You're going to be skeptical about moving forward. There may even be some fears about it. And just like, I don't know if I can do this. You've done it before. But they're saying you have to appreciate yourself in order to become happy again. You have to see what it is. What is your value? What is your worth? What is it that you bring? Your value is going to be increasing. And you're letting go of things that do not work for you, where they were stuck. This could even be something that's been long-term for you all. For others of you, when you let this go, there is going to be something long-term that's going to be coming in for you all. Let's get your oracle cards, and then we will be done with you all's message, Scorpios. Decision. You guys have decision, confusion, and you have color. I don't even really like this card because to me it doesn't really tell you anything besides, oh, watch the colors that you wear. Sophia's at the bottom, and I feel like with this card, because it's talking about forgiveness of others and forgiveness of family, I feel like this forgiveness of yourself for putting up with something for so long. And then let's get one card from this deck, please. for the Scorpios. That was horrible. Thank you. You guys have building blocks that came out. So I'm going to read that card first, 28, and then I'm going to read the other ones. All right, building block says strong foundations, a beautiful work in progress. You have everything you need to cultivate an extraordinary life. This is a time when your focus needs to be on the foundations you build upon. Your work, your relationships, and your very being are underwritten by your values, ethics, morals, and core values. Are they still true for you? Will they stand the test of time and serve as a solid grounding upon which you construct your life? Now you're making changes that will affect everything in a positive way. Your destiny is truly remarkable and beautiful design. Relationship message says, when you see this card, know that you are attracting new relationships into your life and solidifying the ones you already have by building them on the foundations of honesty, humility, clear communication, and a genuine desire to know one another. You are moving toward laying the groundwork for a relationship with a firm footing that will ensure it can withstand any storm. Long-standing relationships are also repaired and strengthened. You and the other person are stronger, wiser, and more powerful together than apart. And the protection message says, now is the time to address the cracks in the foundations of your life. Perhaps your values have changed and it's time to strengthen your convictions and let go of the things that no longer serve the vision you have for your life. Or perhaps you chose to ignore the signs that a situation or agreement you have entered into is not right for you. Remove the rotten pieces and reinforce your core moral strength and integrity. Now is the time for rigorous honesty, for you are called to renovate and upgrade your consciousness. You will be so happy when you do. Spirit has a spectacular blueprint for your life far beyond your imagination. Don't be afraid to replace what's not solid. And then the other three cards right here that came out say, for decision. Libra got this card too. You have an important decision to make at present, and the decision you make now will affect many around you for a long time to come. Be sure you know what you really want before you act. Take a few deep breaths, take time out to clear your mind, and you will know. We are all part of one creation, energetically interconnected, and therefore what affects one also affects the whole. Everything you say and do and everything you fail to say or do has a flow-on effect. A positive effect can only be achieved by being true to yourself. The right decision is the one that sits comfortably inside your heart. Don't make your decision based on guilt or what you think you should do. Be true to you, for it's only by being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Then the next card out was confusion, which says, conflicting thoughts regarding a major decision are causing you to feel confused. You may be feeling as if you don't know which way to turn at the moment. You feel unable to choose between that which you truly would love and that which you think you must do. At the heart of this issue lies a deep-seated sense of obligation to others. You're afraid that you might disappoint or hurt another by choosing what you love. The best course of action for you at this time is to take a few steps back. Don't place extra pressure on yourself by thinking that you must decide right now. Give yourself time. If possible, take a short break away from it all. Bring some peace and quiet into your life, and over the coming days, things will be clear. Your primary obligation is to honor what you truly feel in your heart. Others will understand in time. And the last card out that came out was color. I'm just going to read the first half of this because I really don't like this card, but it's not for me. Over the coming days, pay attention to the colors you are drawn to. The colors of your clothes and the food you eat and drink have a profound effect on the way you feel. When you find yourself being drawn to a certain color, pay attention to the energy emanating from it. How does that color make you feel? Perhaps it brings out a certain mood or invokes a certain memory. Color is ultimately vibration. Each color combination of colors vibrates at a particular frequency. When you are drawn to a particular color, it is because a part of you resonates with its frequency. Color will help balance your emotions and restore your well-being. The following is a meditation. Oh, that's a meditation. I'm not reading that part though. All right, Scorpios. That's all I got for you all. I hope you all enjoyed this message. Hopefully you all come back. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, share the page with somebody. If it didn't resonate for you, then hopefully the next message will. And thank you all for listening.